The Prince of Wales has said that the best way to prevent suicide is to talk about it, as he discusses the devastating impact it has in an incredibly emotional new film. Prince William, who has long campaigned to challenge the stigma around mental health and encourage people to talk about their problems, sits down with Rhiannon Mannings, apologies if I said that wrong, to discuss the impact her husband's suicide just 5 days after losing her 1-year-old son had on her and their 2 children. Grief, she says, is an emptiness, physical pain. Your heart hurts, your limbs hurt, you ache, but losing someone to suicide leaves so many questions unanswered, she said. As Mrs. Mannings, who set up the bereavement charity 2 Wish, recalls the stigma around suicide and not knowing how she coped raising a 2- and 3-year-old after experiencing such unimaginable loss, Prince William appears profoundly moved. Fighting back tears, the Prince of Wales looks away from her and up at the ceiling as he attempts to compose himself. He takes a deep breath while running his hand through his beard as a calming mechanism, prompting Mrs. Mannings to ask, "Are you okay?" This prompts the Prince of Wales to reach across the table and hold her hand. Before apologising, he said, "I'm sorry," he said. It's hard to ask these questions at I." Mrs. Mannings interjects. She said, "No, it's fine. It's just you've got children. It's hard, and you've experienced loss yourself." Clasping her hands around a mug of hot tea, he said, "It's okay." Prince William's second cousin by marriage, Thomas Kingston, died by suicide last year. The 8-minute film released today to mark World Mental Health Day also coincides with the launch of a national suicide prevention network by the Prince and Princess of Wales' Royal Foundation, which aims to transform suicide prevention across the UK. Backed by more than 20 organisations and a £1 million donation from the Royal Foundation, the initiative aims to deliver lasting change in how suicide is understood and prevented across the 4 nations over an initial 3-year period. The network has been founded on the hope and belief that by working together, more can be done to prevent over 7,000 deaths that are caused by suicide in the UK every year. Prince William first met Mrs. Mannings in 2017 during the filming of a BBC documentary about people using marathon training to help their mental health, which saw the Prince open up on his own shock of losing his mother. In the new film, Prince William is seen visiting her home in Cardiff earlier this month, where she speaks candidly to him about the devastating losses and isolation that followed. If you have been affected by anything that has been raised in this video, please make sure to reach out for support. I've added some numbers to the end of this video so that if you feel like you need to talk, please talk to someone. Please know that if you do suffer from mental health issues, that you are not alone. Everybody has your back and everyone's here to support you. You are not alone, and if you need to speak to anyone, please do speak to someone. You are loved, you are supported, and you are cared about. So if you've been affected by any of these issues or you do need to speak to someone, please do speak to someone.
If you could say something or wanted to say something to Paul, what would you have said?
Why didn't you speak to me? I ask myself that every single day because he's missed out on just so much joy. I'd never been touched by suicide. It was something that happened in the news and it happened to us. I will forever go over those last few days with him wondering what I missed. We were just so happy, and I think this just shows that it really can happen to anyone. You okay?
The best way to prevent suicide is to talk about it. Talk about it early, talk about it with your loved ones, those you trust, your friends. So thank you for talking about it.
And thank you for talking about it too.